my first ever Let's Play video. So first off, start by mining all the resources. It's a starter ship. I actually have this game set on insane difficulty. All that means is the NPC ships will attack with double the power as normal. Once you acquired enough resources, find the best place to build a ship is the shipyard, which is here. If you build your ship far away from this station, it's going to take a long time to get there. Because you're not going to have the crew necessary for optimal ship operation. This is just a random seed, by the way. Just want to get close to this thing. Make sure also that it has a captain on board for a crew. And they usually do, so I don't need to check. So up on the top right, found ship. Alright, let's name it. We're gonna build a mining ship to be for beginners, so mining 1. Simple and sweet. As you see, you'll start out with as blocked. Just go ahead and press B. It'll bring up build menu. If you press the plus button here, you can have, depending on the ore that you have, you'll be able to build certain parts out of this material and this material. So right now we just have iron and titanium, which was in the new system that we started in. So I like building my ships a little bit differently than others. So I'm gonna lower. So it's already at 0.5. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start here at 0.5. Actually, I'm gonna start at 0.25 as my building, just so it lines up well. Actually, was it okay at 5? No, it's not. It just doesn't line up the way I want. Good. There we go, now it lines up perfectly. So I'm just gonna make a somewhat of a superstructure type deal. not out of that material, but out of iron, the cheap stuff. And mirror X. So I build mine a little differently than others, so we're going to go ahead and just do it like this. Form a square. If we press middle mouse button and F for focus, we can focus on whatever block that we want, which is very handy. So, just gonna build like that. Oh, by the way, I'm using Q for all sides, then A for the x-axis, then for the y-axis use S, for the z-axis use D, and then looks like W is the same as Q. Actually W works better than Q. I don't know why. Okay, so what I'm gonna want to do is just build a superstructure type deal. This is how I like to build my ships. I like to build from the inside out. You'll see what I mean shortly. So just like that. So then we'll go ahead and let's add on to it. We'll go ahead and add on to it, sort of. So let's go ahead and create that wide. That. Another lip here. Okay. Well, let's put another lip. And that's uneven. I like it. So this block, this starting block here is actually your main block. If this is destroyed, then your whole ship gets destroyed. So you want to protect that at all costs. So you usually want to build it out of iron. So you can't destroy it and rebuild it, or else your ship's going to get destroyed. So you would select whatever block that you want. I'm selecting iron armor as my core block. So, and then click the transform blocks. Click it, and it'll transform it to whatever you want. Same with these things. I could transfer to that, but I'm not going to. Let me see something. So you are going to start out as without shields, because we don't have green yet. So I'm gonna select actually iron armor, and I'm gonna build this out of iron armor. So same thing. Select. Yeah, and we're building out of iron armor now. So just go ahead and click that again. Focus on that thing. Just like that. Then I'll go ahead and do one of these. Good. And then let's go ahead and build some more. Best to connect this just in case you lose the top. Good. So still we're gonna go with heavy armor because we need the protection. So a little bit farther back, probably gonna wanna right, and then that center block here, transform. We'll go ahead and just transform that. Yeah, good. Just in case. Never know. Right, then let's see. To rotate a block, you just hold R and rotate it however you like. Go ahead and just left click on the one that you like. Alright, like I said, I build differently. So I'm going to add all the outside blocks, how I want the ship to look, then I'm going to add the inside blocks. Little trick here and there. Because in this game you can actually overlap blocks, and you can build a lot more complex structures than you can pretty much any other 3D anyways game of this type. There we go. We'll actually erase this thing. Let's add another down here. Good. And I'm going to add some wings on here. Take this block here. Right. Extend this a good amount. And let's turn it around. Let's make it kind of fancy. And then again. Okay. You gotta watch your block count. I'm building it with very, very small blocks, so I can build a pretty big structure. I can get away with a pretty big structure. in this manner, taking your time and whatnot, your ship will get damaged over time because you don't have the crew to sustain the maintenance of it. So you can't just continuously build forever here. Not in not in this kind of mode, anyways. Which I'm not going to. I'm gonna get to a stopping point shortly here. If you press the middle mouse button and hit delete on your keyboard, it will just unbuild it. Deconstruct it, I mean. So let's build a little bit more here. So put some more of these blocks on. If we select one, so this is a pretty cool trick. If we select blocks, click that, and that, left click, and we bring this up, we actually have these pre-designed shapes that we can add. So if we Control C on that and click here, Control V, we can actually copy whatever structure, whatever roof blocks we want, and then literally just copy it anywhere we want. So we made a nice little add-on here. Very cool. Now let's get rid of this actually. Oh no. And again, that's not. I'll make it appealing. Hey, there's plenty of cool other blocks that we can add. So let's go ahead and copy that. Let's go ahead and paste it. So now we go ahead and use that piece again. Of course, we're going to make it smaller. We can resize even the copies pretty easily. Not worried about that overlapping. We can fix that later. Little ship is looking pretty cool, I think. Let's go ahead and make that small again. Increase that slightly. Let's very dynamic. That's from another ship that I was building. Yeah. Let's go ahead and select that. I might have accidentally deleted it. Copy. Paste. And I need to build this a little bit wider. Oh, you don't even need to select the box, it seems. That's nice. we're good. Let's go ahead and close the thing up. Good, just like that. We'll go ahead and add some more armor block here to make that look nice. And we want to maybe inverted corner. There we go. Just make it look nice. Hey. Let's go with this side. No, that won't work. There it goes. So you can make it very customizable. That perfectly fits. We can put that on all these. Yeah, that's fine. It overlaps some. I'll fix that. Again, middle mouse button and then just delete. You can actually make the block a little bit smaller if you can't get it perfect. That's good. Same thing to here. Yeah, that's fine. Just to give that aesthetic feel. Now for here, I'm going to do something special. These are iron thrusters. Basically, whatever direction you point these things is the direction that it provides thrust. So right now it would be a reverse thrust. And if there's anything, if you press and hold C, you can select a color as well, but I don't typically do that. And also, however wide you make this can determine how much power it produces. So that's a lot of backwards thrust. Very necessary. Oh wow, we're doing really good with our power requirement, or I mean our resource management. So we want to go sideways as well. We want to have enough power for that. So let's add. So this will provide up and sideways thrust. Add that there. Good. And then down and stuff. Down and sideways. So we're gonna turn very well sideways. In other words. Very well sideways. Up, down, and then backwards, and here's where the fun part is, and we'll put some thrust. Actually, let's go ahead and fix this area. Just make it even, just because. Why not, right? There we go, and then here, yeah, we can all just fix this, since if you can't get it correct, you can just change the grid and grid size and scale step, and you could just make it as big or as small as you want, just to even it up if you want, if that's your thing. See, if I couldn't get the angle right, I would just use that tool. Perfect. Alright, I want to make it even all the way around, so let's continue. Again, just personal preference. And parts. Personal preference. Jeez. Again, focus. It's good. Cool. Alright, I like that. Even all the way around. Backwards thrust. Blah blah blah. So let's go ahead and add something cool on the back. Let's go ahead and add thrusters. So thrusters tier with the the ore. So we want to make this thing really fast. We have the materials to do this. So we're gonna add it just like that. Cool. I don't know what we're gonna do to the back exactly, but for now we're just gonna deal with the placeholder, I think. Let's see. We'll add thrust, I guess. We didn't make those very thick. If we did, let's make them a little bit thicker for a little bit more thrust. You can actually see all the changes there on the right. So we don't have that much material, so we want to make these really small, but at the same time we want to have decent thrust as well. Just like that. Cool. Alright, so we have basic thrust. So now now this thing is closed in all the way, we can actually just select here or wherever, and we can actually zoom in, and then, oh, look, we're on the inside. Of course, it's very dark in here, so let's add a little bit of light. Just for us, it doesn't have to be, but let's add a little bit of light for us just to see. Right there in the middle, and that's not working. And that's not working really. So let's open the back up, I guess. Let's let's reposition the ship so the sun's actually shining in. There, like that. Now we can actually see inside. Now you see on the very bottom we have that bar that signifies the ship's health. The reason why it's so low right now is because we don't have any engineers or mechanics maintaining the thing. So let's go ahead and just go to this ship right here. Right now we just have a hollow husk, and we go super slow because of course I have built this thing with heavy armor, and there's no crew inside. If we stop that, it'll slow down slowly because we have that brake in the front. Hire crew. We want. I want one captain, but I really can't afford it. This costs way too much. So let's go ahead and just get 3 of each of these, and that should. No, not yet. Depending on how you equip your ship, you need more or less crew. Let's see. Let's go ahead and that armor block that we didn't want to have destroyed, let's go ahead and transform that into a crew quarter, just because. So what you so you want crew, and then you want so let's delete this. No, yeah, let's delete that as well. We'll go ahead and fill in this hole here, that. And we'll go ahead and customize the insides a little bit. That hologram thing isn't really doing much. Focus there. Yeah, we can actually build all inside here now with whatever parts that we want. Very interesting way of building. So I think we're good on crew. Let's see. Crew quarters 12. We have oh, it says it here. We have 5 crew right now, which is fine. We're gonna have more, so let's go ahead and build iron crew quarters. Iron, just because we don't want to waste too many resources. Alright, we have 20 crew possibility right now. So I think that's good. Let's call it mirror. Sure. Alright, then brake. We want some iron inertia dampers. Iron is the best they can have for braking capabilities. So we'll go ahead and add that. Now we have very good braking capabilities. And then we also have a power requirement because that actually drains energy. So for power, power blocks, we want some titanium generators in here. That looks okay. Alright, we have plenty of generated power. Generator rated power 1.8, required power 1.5. That'll change upon our weapons. And it looks like it got brighter in here because of those things, so that's nice. Alright, so we don't have any storable energy. Let's go ahead and add a little bit. We are running out of money very fast here, so we want to take this and get it smaller. We really only need a little bit of energy, or sort of like batteries. Ew, that's costly though. So right now we'll just add, oh, that's integrity field. We also want integrity fields. So let's add a few of these around. Let's make them as small as possible. So what we want these for is we want these all around the ship in order to prevent that ship from taking impact damage. Impact damage is very detrimental to your ship. As far as size of these things go, I think it matters, but maybe it doesn't. I'm not 100% on the size of these things. Maybe it covers more or less of an area. I'm not entirely sure, but we want many of these things just to cover around the entirety of the ship. Again, focus, and we're building with x coordinate with the x coordinate. Okay, and it looks like we're covered all around. That glitching, don't worry about. Hey, it happens. Let's also put one right here. And right here. Anywhere where you see black, but that just looks like a graphical error. But just in case, I'm going to put it. And oh, that is not a graphical error. So let's add them there as well. Good. So long as this whole thing is covered, we should be good. Now, as far as turrets go, let's go ahead and add some titanium armor to the very front of this thing. This is just giving us our base for turrets. So I'm gonna put these turrets on the top of this thing. Actually, yeah, sure. No. Okay, we're not gonna delete that. We're just gonna build on top of it. Alright, good. Just provide our base type deal. Base cover. Alright, so we only have 2,000 credits worth or left. So we have energy container. Oh, we don't have an energy container yet. Energy containers are not absolutely necessary, but for the sake of things unknown, it's probably best to have it just in case. If you build these too small, they won't produce anything, but we'll go ahead and put like one. Alright, so our yaw, pitch, and roll are bad, so we'll go ahead and add some let's go ahead and add iron. I think it matters, but let's go ahead and add some rotational locks or blocks if we can afford it, which we can. As we place these, you can see that building them too small, they're not going to provide any bonus, so you need to build them larger. Oh, and wait, that's the wrong flop. That's the turret rotation. We want gyro. There we go. So if you build these too small, they're not going to do anything. Again. So we about 20 or so rotation is really good to have. It's the ideal. So 26, that's really good. Again, let's just go ahead and rotate this to add another dimension to it. Let's go ahead and rotate it again. To where we can get the other, what's in yellow up on the top, the yaw. Yeah, there we go, yaw. Good. And a little bit more yaws, it looks like. Good. Now we're all white. And let's go ahead and add the back here. Another, just the last engine. Let's use the last of our titanium. Titanium engine. We cannot actually build this thing too big because we have no money. We're totally broke now. Right, there we go. We are totally broke, but we have a really slow ship because we're building out of heavy armor. But it's going to sustain us for a little bit, anyways. One thing that I could probably do is reinforce the front a little bit, but I'm not going to right now. Alright, then we have some turrets here. I don't know how we got this one, but that's really good. That's really good, actually. Yeah, I don't know where we got that from, but let's go ahead and if we press P here for player menu, and go to systems, we have 4 slots for these modules. Let's go ahead and add energy generation. We don't need this, it'll take up too much energy requirement. So as for weapons, the way you equip weapons, miners and such, is through here. And let's go ahead and equip this into the middle. Right, and it looks like ship is very weak compared to others in the area. That's bound to happen. Here we go. Now we have guns, which are not going to do much actually right now, because we have the game set on insane difficulty level. But we are very armored here. Oh, not in the very front, which I should have. I think we should actually get rid of this and put armor here. And then as for the front thrusters, which we do need, we'll go ahead and put them there. In the front. Oh, let's go ahead and get these instead. And that is hard to tell. Really? Jeez, I cannot get it right. You can delete and rebuild these as many times, it really doesn't matter. Right there, and then you're not going to lose out on resources, basically. And let's go ahead and add another one to the bottom here. That's much easier to see. Let's add a larger one to the bottom here. There. Now let's add armor. Iron armor is going to be our best bet. design. Same general design. And for sake of perfection-ish, there we go. We still have back thrust, which is good. Alright, now we need, hopefully we have enough. The reason why I had so much money is I was able to find a cargo container loot box. Alright, so let's go ahead and just buy normal crew. We need 2 per turret. We're just having 1 turret for right now. If we hit P, go to crew, we can assign 2 crew and for that turret. So now that turret works. Don't worry about this. Your ship is very weak. We're just gonna run from all encounters right now. Alright, there we go. Got my first ship, which looks ugly, but it doesn't. But it does. I don't know. You can be the judge. And as for our miner, oh, it's actually an auto-targeting. If it's auto-targeting, it'll be down here. If it's not, it'll be over here. Auto-targeting lasers are good in a way, but they're weaker than auto-targeting. So let's actually redock real quick. We have a little bit more money. Alright, I'm gonna hire a little bit more crew. That's not good to have that low of money actually. So let's go ahead and build this ship a little bit more. And our ship doesn't support more turrets. Let's go ahead and delete that one. It is stronger, but it's weaker. And darn. So we have additional crew members. There we go. There we go. And just for the sake of speed, add an additional engineer. You can up these a little bit over maximum, and they'll provide a slight bonus. So, okay, there we go. So now let's go ahead and try to get some resources. So as for money though, let's go ahead and sell our remaining iron. Some of our remaining iron for that's really bright, so let's go like this. And then if we hold Alt, we can adjust this. If we hold Alt again, it'll reset, and then you can go sideways if we want. Reset, just hold it down. We're gonna go up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Back up a little bit. Okay, that's good for now. So resource depot. We have to pay our crew, which for whatever reason the price here is not. Oh, energy required E. So we need more energy later. Actually, max. That's probably the inertia dampeners that require so much power, which we added a good amount of them. We could probably use some more, but we just don't have the money for it. So we'll go here. We'll go ahead and build more energy generators. Be careful attacking stations and whatnot, though. I normally like to disable turrets when not in use. You can do that by clicking on them and then clicking a number key, and you can turn them on and off and on. So clicking, you won't accidentally attack anyone. If you attack, then you run the possibility of ruining your reputation with them. So we're using our iron inertia dampeners or whatever it's called, or braking to brake. If we didn't have those, we would just keep drifting, and we would have to rely totally on the thrusters. So let's trade. Oh shoot, we're being fired on. C5. Let's get out of here because we are not set up to tank anything right now. That's probably just a pirate or something. So we have 20k to play with now, so plenty enough to pay the crew. And since we have heavy armor, we were able to tank a little bit of that damage. I don't know what was attacking us though. So if we zoom in here, you can actually see the internals of our ship, which is how I designed it to be. We have a little bit more titanium, so let's add a little bit more energy generation. The energy generation doesn't start until you get to titanium. Oh, plus the gyros are probably taking up some energy. So let's add some more energy generators onto here. Plenty of room for more stuff. It just adds to the aesthetic feel if you could just go ahead and customize as you please and not have to change the look of your ship. It's just personal preference, really. It's just how I like to build. Alright, there we go. And the bigger you build your ship with the more mass, I'll show you hyperspace in a sec. So right now let's just go ahead and make our first jump. So you can jump anywhere in this bubble, just hit M. Let's just go right there, right? And we'll go ahead and wait. This is the destination here. My button is shift, but spacebar is the normal button to jump. So I'm just gonna hit shift here. It jumps, and up on the top, once it loads, up on the top you'll see that our energy, we didn't need a lot more energy, basically. That's bad. We don't want to have that, but we need to find more titanium in order to have a better generator. So that's bad. We don't want to jump into the system and have our energy drain so much. That's incredibly bad. So we are looking for white ore, basically, right now. A good way to do that is actually, if we zoom all the way out, we can have a very good view of all the asteroids and look for exactly the one we want. So we want white. And there are pirates in this system, which we don't want to deal with, but they look kind of weakened. And that's actually a wreck. Yeah, so they're about dead, actually. Yeah, they're about dead, actually. So maybe we will attack them. If we had energy. So we need to just wait for our energy to recharge here. We can actually salvage these guys, but I don't think we have a salvager. But I think our drone can salvage. So that's fine. Because they might actually have titanium ore on their ships. I may fast forward if I can. Ooh, there we go. That's what we need. Titanium. Alright, turn on our lasers. Start mining. Yeah, these mining lasers are definitely better than the drone. Alright, we're definitely gonna probably want to do that sooner than later, but I'm not going to right now. I'm going to assist with these guys. So to do that, let's go ahead and unequip our mining lasers. Can't have too many weapons at a time. Alright, you see at top we have the not enough gunners, so since we just use normal crew, we have untrained, so let's unassign those and assign them to there. Now we can fire on these guys. So they're almost dead, so we can actually get a good amount of money from killing these guys. Probably. If we can make it in time. Come on, come on. And we don't want to run in. Oh, we just missed it. So let's go ahead and take them down the last one. Oh, anyways. See, we don't do very much damage. And if we had a faster ship, we could evade and whatnot and prevent more damage. But okay. Hopefully we get something good from these guys. Alright, so we got a module, looks like, that dropped. So to get it, we just approach it. But we're going to want to get in our little drone here because we don't actually have mining lasers yet. So let's go ahead and get on our drone by unselecting all targets and then press T for our drone. Wow, look at that. We're in a big ship already. Alright, then we want to select this as a target, and okay, we don't have good. We cannot. Bummer. Let's see if we do anything. Yeah. So this is typically not how you do it, but since we don't have any mining turrets, salvagers on our ship, we're gonna just have to do it like this. We're just reducing the size and maybe get a module off of here. Chain guns are cool, but they just do so little damage. So we're just splitting this thing in half. Alright, so nothing really dropped. Go figure. Let's go ahead and try the bigger ship. And these guys do have titanium, so if we can actually get some kind of salvager somewhere, so if we go back to the system that we were in, let's go ahead and add that generator now just in case. Just in case, because we don't want to be lingering. Titanium generator. Alright, so we have a good amount, sort of. So let's get the maximum we can. We're not going to get more than that, it looks like. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of these. We don't need them all. Let's see, the ones in the back, probably we don't need. It's risky, but we don't have that much energy to go around, basically. So now we can build this a little bit bigger. Good. That'll help us significantly. Alright, lined up. Good. Ooh, cool. Okay. So this is an encounter that everyone goes through. So we would just want to follow it. Hello there, off to a great adventure too? Absolutely. That's great. Sure, we can help each other. If you don't know anything, ask away. Can you give me some tips? Of course. The closer you get to the center of the galaxy, the better materials you'll find to build your ship. Excuse me. You'll be able to build energy generators and parts that protect your ship at the like integrity blocks and even shield generators, which we have integrity blocks, no secret generators yet. First thing you need to do is find yourself some titanium. Iron can be great to get your stuff started, but titanium is lighter, so you can build better parts with it. It's also weaker. But if we have shields, then of course that doesn't matter. And be wary of no man's space around here. I hear there's a pirate leader who terrorizes everyone who strays too far away from the civilized sectors. So yeah, we'll face that pirate pretty soon if we try to leave the area. See our energy up here recharged a lot faster now. Let's talk about something else. Alright, so what are you doing? I've heard of a new element called Avorion. After the event 200 years ago, it just appeared in the center of the universe. I've heard rumors that there is lots and lots in the center. Yep. Apparently a perfect element for building spaceships. It's robust and light, and its energy properties are crazy. But so far knows I have ever found much of it. I'm going to change that. Good. We might run into this guy later. I'm going to fly to the center of the galaxy, going to overcome the barrier, and then I'll mine the Avorion. All the Avorion I can find and get rich. Nice. Well, let's do that too. How do you want to overcome the barrier? Yeah. Oop, sorry. Besides very good adventure, it would be very clear from the start, wouldn't it? I wish you the best of luck on your journey. Thank you, and you know us here. This is an upgrade for your ship. It allows you to scan hidden sectors, which is very valuable. In the beginning, anyways. Well, in the beginning, mid, and not really the end, but definitely in the beginning and mid. You'll install it on your ship menu for it to work. So press P and go to your ship and ship modules. But you can install upgrades into a real ship. It doesn't work with drones or fighters. Okay. Green blips on the galaxies are sectors where you can find interesting stuff, but there's also things that your radar can't pick up. With this upgrade, you'll be able to scan those hidden sectors. They'll show up as yellow blips on the map. Thank you. I'm sure we can help each other. Is there anything? Ask away. Nope. Goodbye. Willing in case. I'll be here for a while in case you want to talk. Alright. Even if not, I'm still gonna meet you some other time. Sweet. So yeah, we'll see him again. Wonder if there's any other dial. No. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some. So if we go to the equipment dock here, that's the icon for the equipment dock. If we go to the equipment dock here, we can actually see now by pressing F, selecting it and pressing F, selecting it with the middle mouse button, then selecting pressing F, and trade equipment. We can see what he has already, and yes, he does. He has one salvaging turret, which it sucks, but hey, it's what we have available. We can also buy some mining stuff since we do have 14 remaining. We'll build our ship out of other material later, the lighter stuff, as soon as we get shields. let's go ahead and trade equipment, and we want salvager. Sadly, he has a sucky salvager here, but we can't afford a good salvager anyways. So let's see if we can purchase any upgrades. So we don't have shields yet, so that's pointless. Basic trading system is good, but we'll get more. We'll get another soon. Let's see, mining system. That's really good to have in the beginning. It allows you to see nearby asteroids. It highlights them for you, so you don't need to just go searching for them. I'm surprised we have the material here is nanite. That means it detects nanite and more asteroids, if there's any. So we want a battery upgrade, recharge rate. Yeah, let's get a battery upgrade. So there's 2 available, but we don't have that much money. So let's just get 1. Okay, and we'll equip that. P. Okay, let's equip our battery. So recharge rate. Wait. Charge rate. Energy. Generate energy. Ah, okay. I see. So let's go ahead and do scanner range, deep space range. Which one was the one he gave us? Oh, we can actually sell that scanner. We don't need both of those. So let's go back to here. We can go to sell items, and we can actually sell one of these. Ooh, wow! We do not need this thing. This is the one that he gave us, so we don't need this thing. I don't know where we even got it from. It's probably the crate that we got. So we can sell that, and now we have enough for some more upgrades. So let's see. We don't need this radar upgrade, but we do need that. Okay. So we can't really afford much of these things, but we can afford this now. Just allows us to see what's out there. And then let's buy another battery upgrade. 37%. So let's buy the 37% for more energy. So if we right click, it'll just put it in, and then either we're going to be mining or we're going to be scanning. So let's go ahead and hit the scanner for right now. So the salvager that we have sucks. So let's hit M, and you see we're looking for yellow blips, and strange that I don't see any yellow blips, but I'm sure they're out there. I don't see any. Huh. Well, let's go to another system here. I go to the jump gates, where you can do, but it costs money. Not very much since we're in the outer sectors, but hey. Alright, so let's go here, and then we're looking for yellow blips. Yeah, deep space, yellow blips. Alright, so no yellow blips. Let's go to another. So you see all the green blips? Those are energy signals to where that's where other ships are constantly going here to and fro, to and fro. Oh, wow, that's sticking out. Doesn't matter, but what is it? That is the energy container. We don't really need the energy container. It may actually energy generator, energy required. So we actually need a lot more energy generator. Energy generation. Well, let's try and get as much energy generation as possible. 26, 20 something, sure. 15. Alright. That's best we can do. Alright, we're looking for yellow blips. And as soon as we find the yellow blip, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. And yes, cool. Actually, this is not a yellow blip, but that's a yellow blip. Mass signature. It could be anything, but we really just wanted to find an asteroid field, which this is an asteroid field. So now that we're here, let's go ahead and unequip the radar and equip the mining. So within the 2.5 range, it'll actually highlight, it should anyways, highlight asteroids nearby. So that's actually a very dismal range, but there's plenty of asteroids in visual sight, which is good. And we're still having energy problems, of course. Oh shoot. Okay. Whew. It's only a salesman. Okay, we don't want to mess with that, but a salesman you can actually buy things from in space, but it's the faction is actually very bad. So at those yellow blips, we should be able to find very nice asteroid fields or just random encounter. Oops, we still have that equipped. So let's unequip these. Equipped our miners back. Alright, and then press P, crew. Let's unassign it from a gunner position and assign it to mining. Good. So, oh shoot. Aw, darn, really? Pirates are attacking us. The thing we have to do is let's escape because we will get annihilated. Oh my god. Oh my god. Really? Okay, that's really bad. They just destroyed our thrusters in the back. So with our last jolt, let's build as big of a thruster as we can build and just get out of here. We're shippered. Oh shoot. We need to wait 10. Oh shoot. Okay. You know what? This failed. We're dead. Oh, I'll give it another shot. And yeah, we're dead. We can't do anything. We can't even jump. We could probably jump, but we're so heavily damaged that I don't know. Okay, we can jump. Strangely enough, without engines. Alright, so I'm ending the video now. That was good, but very bad. Good game. Thank you for watching.